So guys, welcome to 2026, the new year that is going to be awesome, man. I'm telling you guys, if you're not sure how this year is going to be for you, I'm telling you now, it's gonna be amazing, so you better be happy about it, bro. Hope you all had a good time with your family and your loved ones. So what I'm doing now, what I'm starting, is this kind of thing just to, grab some videos, some sightings that we're gonna take a look at. I think it's gonna be an interesting thing, because over the time, I hope it becomes some kind of archive to see like a collection of sightings. And over the time, we will probably see things that we can say are some kind of patterns or similarities where we're like, ah, yeah, I did see that before. So it's kind of sus, So that's what I'm trying to do with that thing. So we're gonna start right away.
Describing an underwater UFO as large as a football field, moving at hundreds of miles per hour underwater.
Have you met with people with direct knowledge or have direct knowledge yourself of non-human origin craft?
Yes, I personally interviewed those individuals.
Do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
Biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
Aliens exist and President Trump knows about it.
The United States and Israel have been in contact with a group of aliens for years.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology.
We are not all to be traced back to one blob of germplasm.
And the implant is finally removed.
There's no evidence how the object got inside the body.
Can you comment on the drones?
Our military knows where they took off from. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people.
What storm, Mr. President?
You'll find out.
So we have this guy, Steph Edmo. And in this sighting, filmed by Stephanie, you can clearly see two orbs appearing and disappearing very quickly. That's at least what she is saying. So I would say we're just gonna hop right into the video and see how that looks. So let's go. That So first of all, I'm wondering if that was a hell of a burp, man. I gotta skip back just to get that burp in. I got you, bro. Hope it was tasty, my man. I hope it was very tasty, because it does sound like it. But let's get back to the topic. I'm sorry, I got distracted, but this burp is one that I would be proud of, So, we can, see, right, this typical, I would say, kind of blinking sensation that you can see here, right? I'm just gonna go to the zoomed version she has. Take a look what we can see there. All right. Yeah, so this is interesting because we can clearly see the way that thing is coming in, right? So you do see that thing kind of like, oh yeah, here we go, here I am, which makes sense because we did hear, or you probably know about the fact that UFO seems to, or UAPs, however you want to call them, are coming like with a speed that is very fast. So it's kind of, I'm not there, I'm not there, and here I am. I'm not there, boom, here I am. So this is definitely interesting. And then those lights, which I definitely have seen as well, where I'm always questioning myself, is this a star or is that something else? Like, I just see it in the distance. Usually it's not moving, to be honest, and I do think a lot of times it is stars. It's just that you never 100% know if it is a star, right? So you have those lights, green, again, exactly, green, reddish, purple. So this is definitely an interesting thing. And then it disappears again. So we have that thing. You see it here, blinking a couple times, you know, flashing lights, and boom. I'm out of here, bro. Boom. Boom. And that is crazy. This is insane. So this is definitely an interesting one, man. Gotta say. Definitely very interesting. Oh, I did forget to say that this was in Temecula, California, USA. We're gonna come to the second one. The second one is a sighting, orbs flying around in the skies of DMV. So, Potomac and the Maryland. So not sure what I captured on film. Thought they were planets at first, but then one of them started flying away and zoomed in. Looks like an orb. Am I tripping? Any ideas? So, I don't really know. I did say the same a minute ago, that I always think it's kind of a planet and maybe it starts moving, maybe it's not. Let's take a look at what we got here. Wow. Right away I can say it's very, very bright, man. Oh shit, I was wrong, bro. He was looking at the wrong thing. Or maybe he was thinking that it's the planet or something, and then all of a sudden that thing from the left came up.
That's...
Damn.
They're like different colors. What the hell?
Dude, so they definitely remind me of the New Jersey drones. If you know about them, you probably know about the New Jersey drones. They look very similar just from a distance, right? So I have no idea how they really look from a closer view, but that's interesting. They give me this typical orb vibe, even though the orbs are usually not really flashing in those green, blue, reddish, whatever colors, at least from what I've seen. So that's interesting.
And they're lined up.
Well, it's a... yeah.
It's moving.
Oh, camera.
What? It's an orb.
Well...
that's moving away.
Sorry.
What the?
I mean, we can sadly see right away that the camera is playing games, so it's out of focus, which definitely gives us the typical look of an orb. But anyways, even if it's sharp, it is looking like an orb, right?
Where'd it go?
As I said before, they do remind me of the things I see occasionally, just those colors flashing and just maybe standing on one spot and just like blah, 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 you know what I mean? Probably have seen the same if you keep an eye on the sky for some time. So yeah, man, this is very interesting, definitely. I mean, there's not that much detail beside the colors, I would say. And the way they do fly in some kind of triangular formation, even though the one at the top is kind of speedy and is flying. Yeah, it's definitely flying. So there we can see the camera being out of focus. So this is just the blurriness because it's not in focus, but the second one that follows is actually flashing the colors way more. So right here, I think. Yeah, it was that one exactly. But man, cameraman, what are you doing? So here we do see the lights. Exactly. So this is something I would say very, very common that you can watch if you follow the drones, you know, and sightings in general. You will have seen those things quite some time, man. Another interesting sighting, definitely not planets that we were watching. So next one. The next thing we are having here is a Newcastle-under-Lyme, Staffordshire, England. So that's the United Kingdom, and yeah, so he or she was basically leaving the gym in the afternoon when a light caught my eye and assumed it was a helicopter to begin with, but couldn't hear any engine noise. It was drifting quickly, but then noticed it almost zigzagged across the sky and over the M6 motorway. It went across the horizon and then went into the clouds. So it seemed to come in and out of the clouds, all with this bright white light, which is when it first disappeared. So I drove away, but then I was pulling away. I was then noticed the light again. This is when I first started filming at 16:18. So as you can see in the video, the light seems to move in a strange way. It moves towards a patch in the sky and then stops suddenly, and then seems to stop in one place. So all of a sudden it starts moving off towards the horizon, relatively slowly to begin with, but then at such an amazing pace before shooting out of view over the horizon. Really amazed me in the movement of it, how quickly it could change direction, and then when the fantastic pace of it disappearing away. So let's take a look, man. That does sound interesting, and that thing happened on the 30th of November 2025, so not very, very long ago. Very recent. This footage right away gives me like a very, very authentic vibe, man. Maybe I'm totally wrong, I'm sorry. But it looks crazy, dude, the way that thing was just stopping. Oh my god. Dude, what? Okay. Relax, guys, relax. I know. So first of all, very interesting footage, man. So this orb is basically just coming in and then stopping and then and bye. To me, I didn't see any artifacts which give me this typical AI vibes that we see nowadays, way too much. And not those typical cheap lens flares, you know, where you can tell right away, okay, guys, Adobe After Effects, man, I got you, you know. Didn't see it on that one, so this looks quite authentic to me. I gotta go to the end though, because here we can see that thing kind of disappearing behind the trees. That's what I tried to say. So we can see here. So yeah, you know, so we can see that the light is kind of, let's say, less as soon as it's behind the tree, which is a good thing, because otherwise it would be kind of a, you know, clue that it might be man-made or artificial, so not real video. Well, yeah, then it's coming back. Again, behind the tree. Coming back, behind the tree. Coming back, behind the tree again. And it's kind of gone. Not really. So probably back here, it's still bushes. But it looks still very realistic because, you know, it's far away. So we don't really see the detailed view of when it's behind a branch or something like that. So wow, this is very, very interesting, man. I gotta take a look at that thing one more time, guys, because I want to see how the thing comes in. Dude. Dude, oh my god. So this is probably one of the most authentic ones of the orb phenomena, I gotta say, because I have seen so many where I'm, you know, always like 50-50. It could be real, but it could also just be very, very well made a video, because it's so easy to make that on your own with a lens flare effect, right? These days, man. It's very, very hard to tell what is realistic and what is not, but that definitely gives me a very good vibe. Also the way he's moving the camera, and that orb is not once really moving in a way where you feel like, oh, this is weird, like why is it moving like this? I wish it would have gone into the clouds. You can see, you know, kind of these different layers of when it's a bit, you know, hidden behind the clouds and see the light going through it and stuff like that. But well, that's what we got, and it looks very, very interesting, man. Very compelling to me, gotta say. So a very, very good one. Gotta save that for later. On to the next one though. We're not done yet. So here we have a guy from Zurich. I don't even know how to say it in English, man. So in German it's Zurich, Switzerland, die Schweiz, right? And it's November 28, 2025, so still very recent as well. And yeah, man, we have the user. So I posted that thing on Enigma Labs, which is for some weird reason not working on my browser. I don't know if I'm the only one, but apparently he filmed that thing from his balcony. And yeah, man. So let's take a look at what the Swiss guy has for us. Yeah. Alright, so we got a very short video, but this is exactly what I was talking about. So I gotta say that thing is kind of going crazy. Never recorded those things on my own, so I don't really know if it's just the video where it looks like that, probably because it's zoomed in quite a lot, but that's exactly what I mean. So I do see things like this quite on a regular basis, and they look definitely artificial in a way. So it's not a planet, it's also not a normal plane, it's not those typical, you know, drone lights that you have. I mean, maybe it could be drone lights from very far away, but they're so fast and so many colors. Usually I see like red and green, or maybe only white, just flashing, you know, those signal lights. But this is looking very, very interesting. I mean, we don't see any movement going on, but I think those colorful ones that are just flashing lights are quite common to observe. So yeah, man, nothing crazy, gotta say, but decent footage. So also an interesting thing. But I'd say we're gonna take a look at the last one. November 27th, 2025. Thanksgiving in Deltona, Florida, around 6:15ish p.m. So I was watching Stranger Things, which is a funny moment to see that. Season 5, when my mother told me to come outside because she was seeing UFOs. Didn't go outside for maybe 2 more minutes roughly, and she came back inside and told me to come quickly. Went outside and seen 3 orange orbs from our backyard. They came in from Deltona, New Smyrna, oh my god, what? New Smyrna beach area? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry guys. We live on a hill compared to our neighborhoods. It wasn't a flare, jet, airplane, helicopter, nor drone. Went to the left side and seen a 4th one moving at extreme speeds coming to this area called Deltona or Deltona at rapid speeds unlike any airplane. Then in the matter of 2 seconds roughly, it went from an extreme speeds to basically damn near stopping and then slowly drifting southbound. So that's what we were observing in the video before, in the trajectory of the other 3 crafts. So that's when I ran to the middle of my backyard and started recording. time seen them for in total was about 4 or 5 minutes. So let's take a look what we have. Oh wow.
This is strange.
The dog knows, man. The dog knows. The doggies always know everything. I'm telling you.
There's another one.
Where is it though? Where is it?
What the hell is this?
Oh wow. The way it came in, man. For real, the way it came in. I gotta skip back 1 sec. Give me 1 sec, guys.
What the hell is this? Go over there and see if you see another one. That is insane.
So this was definitely very interesting because we had a couple things that we could see in this video that give us like a feeling for what we are looking at, kind of like quite in the distance. I would say there's probably some kind of mountain area, right? So quite possibly, I mean, we can kind of see the silhouette of that thing in a way, like here, very, very hard to see, but maybe you do see it, you know, kind of a mountainish area. And we did see in the end the lights of a car probably passing by, I would say. Yeah, you know, so here we do see when the car is passing by. Boom, there was the car, but we have a reference. We do see this typical triangular formation going on, right? So this is something that we can see quite often, and it's nothing rare to see, to observe. So this is very interesting and gives me the typical orb feeling again. No crazy lights, as I was saying, because the typical orb thing is kind of just a bright light. Just a bright light, as in the video before, or not the video before, 2 videos ago, that is just moving. And either very, very fast or slow and then fast ways, you know? So definitely seems to be legit to me, and it's becoming more and more and more that we can see things like this. I mean, in the end, they're just disappearing, you know, so we do see that thing for quite some time till it fades away. Yeah, right there in the mountain. So yeah, man, interesting. So thank you, particular call 6940 for the video. So guys, you made it, man. You made it. What do you think? What do you think about those sightings? Do you think they're BS or do you think they're legit? definitely leave a comment down below if you have any experience like this. Did you ever see something like that? And please, if so, if you have any recordings or something like that, definitely let me know in the comments. I read every single one of them. And if you're new to the channel, guys, I please encourage you to click on that subscribe button, click on the like button if you like or not, also hate, whatever, man. I appreciate every single one of you. So if you want to see more videos like that, activate the bell so you get the notification when a new video is out, man. Big plans for this year. I'm really looking forward to 2026, man. It's gonna be an awesome one. I appreciate you and spending time with me. Till next time, I'm out of here, guys.